Good morning and welcome to another session of Sacred Meditation. This morning we're going to be focusing on kindness and continuing with this process of tending to our heart and setting the intention of freeing ourselves from any past experiences or any type of current situation that is weighing heavily upon our heart and our ability to love freely. So this morning I'd like for you to sit down, feel yourself gently resting upon your meditation pillow or your zafu, your bed. I'd like for you to really honor yourself for being up this morning or for taking the time whenever throughout the day to be quiet and be still and to really tend to yourself. So as you sit resting upon that cushion or bed, I'd like for you to close your eyes and really put your hand over your heart and honor it for being so, first of all, for being such an amazing force in all of our lives. As we know, the heart never stops, and but more in the sense of the loving capacity as well of the heart, for its ability to continue to persevere, to love, to continue to try to be a beautiful presence in not only your life but in the lives of everybody around you. So closing your eyes, breathing deeply into your heart, and just being grateful to your heart for all that it does, for all that it's been through, and for just the extraordinary capacity for kindness, grace, compassion, love, gentleness that it brings into our lives. So taking 5 gentle, really slow, appreciative breaths in and out of the heart. And as you continue to breathe in and out of the heart, perhaps you can find the word thank you and really place the thank you deep into the core of it, into the energy and the core of the heart. And now I would like for you to, as you continue with this very soft, gentle breath, I'd like for you to imagine now that the buildings, the walls around you, the structures all disappear, that you can imagine yourself sitting firmly on the earth's surface. As we do each week, I encourage you to not only imagine yourself resting firmly on the earth's surface, but to really feel the love and the amazing support that comes from the earth to each of us every day. Ask the earth now to sync its energies with yours and to take from you any heavy energies that you're able to let go of this morning. And as you know, with the healing capacity of this meditation, healing service, for those that are participating, I'm working currently in order to cleanse and clear out any and all heavy energies that I can release for you at this time. So just really feeling the earth and imagining now all of the structures, everything around you is gone. It's just you and this beautiful, the bounty of the gardens or the parks that are in and around you or in your neighborhood, just surrounding yourself in total nature, and just feeling the gentleness of the flowers and plants and trees in and around you, as they as well are always supporting us each day. And this morning, I'm going to be addressing kindness. And for the first half of the meditation, we're going to be focusing on your heart, but But specifically, I'd like for you now, with your eyes closed, to allow yourself to just hold the question of when recently or at present or in the past have you had difficulty or a hard time being kind to somebody because of either the way they've treated you or behaved separately from you, or because of something they've said or they continue to do and say. And without engaging the story, just allow whatever the situation or circumstances just to arise into your awareness. But as they arise, or you become aware of them, or they immediately come to mind, what I'd like for you now to do is to feel, be totally present in your heart, to see and experience how your heart is experiencing this situation or circumstances. And as you do that, I'm going to be very much placing some very, very healing, nurturing energy in and around your heart, and obviously throughout the rest of your body, but specifically focused there. And I'd like for you, with your eyes closed, to just breathe in kindness into your heart, or just set the intention that kindness is in and around your heart, and allow yourself to be present with what's naturally arising right now. We're going to really take some time here to be with it. And if there are hurt feelings that are coming up, just allow yourself to feel them. And whether it's in your heart or your throat, whatever naturally arises, please try to just be with it. And I would like also for you to try your best not to get into judgment or righteousness around the situation. All of these are oftentimes very understandable. It's understandable when we want to judge or criticize or be righteous, but really those are all are acts of the ego. And so I just want you to just be present with whatever feeling or felt perception is coming up in and around your heart. And to also really use this opportunity to see which of your life experiences you're having a hard time continuing to be kind or being able to respond with kindness. Because in this holding, we're basically asking the question, what inside of us needs healing that we can't recognize when other people behave poorly, that it is their issue and their problem and their lack of presence, and ultimately their own lack of kindness toward themselves. So we're asking and holding a question, what is it inside of us that really needs healing, so that as we continue to move on through life, that when people behave poorly or unkindly or unjustly or selfishly or just in a mean spirit, that we can't recognize it, and we somehow get ourselves caught in being affected by their behavior and their choices. So let's hold that question and continue to rest deeply and be present deeply in your heart. And if your mind is trying to hold a conversation or discussion internally, or thoughts are arising, just observe them. Observe for yourself the often voice of the victim, and really hold it with a loving and compassionate and kind energy. Just surround it. Don't engage it if you can. Just listen to the internal dialogue that transpires in and around perceived wounding or perceived insults, or whatever the situation is that you're addressing. And see with your own intuitive ability if you can begin to recognize what you really need to heal this aspect. You can see within yourself where the roots are to the original wounding inside, that this other situation that's happening is actually triggering, or is really is actually re-injuring, if you will, or is kicking out the emotions and feelings from the original experience that probably happened when you were young. See if you can, for yourself, recognize what needs to be done now to heal yourself completely. And that might include having a conversation with somebody, but at the same time it might just be some gentle time with yourself where you really allow yourselves to just feel whatever hurt is there, and just have the courage to stay with it until the hurt part ceases to be there, so that you are free of it, and in the future you can't be triggered again around this situation, around the original wounding, I should say. And just for a second here, I just want to mention that as we continue heading toward 2017, and there's so much uncertainty and so many issues that are deeply concerning at this time, the one thing that we can do if we genuinely want to affect change here, especially in this country of ours, is to heal our hearts. The more we heal our hearts, the freer we are to flow through love, kindness, generosity, and of course, truth. And that the more people that focus on heart healing, the more likely we are to truly counter and transcend this time, especially knowing that many of us are being called to maintain our lightness. So focus, please, on the heart. Ask yourself each day what you can do to heal it, or what needs resolution or tending to, or just our presence. Because this is the way through. It has always been through the heart. And as much as we would like to think we can engage intellectually in some type of discourse that's going to change things, which I'm sure we can bring some great insight into situations or bring forth great ideas, but truly, if we continue to open our hearts and heal them completely, we will, as a collective and unified force, we will truly shift things here. So with that in mind, I'm going to switch gears now with you. And what I'd like for you to do is to now ask yourself, or pose the question, or hold the intention that you would like to see inside of yourself when and where you are most kind, where you're able to show kindness and compassion, and where it flows forth from you effortlessly. And I'd like for you to just, with your eyes continuing to be closed, hold this question and allow yourselves to see what comes up and what comes to mind. And so I'd also like for you to ask the question now, who in your life, or what in your life, really inspires kindness in you? Just naturally brings a gentleness and kindness to you, or inspires it within you. And what I'd like for you to do is to take this opportunity to really message deep in your heart a wish of gratitude and a reciprocal kindness back to whoever it is that inspires this within you, or whatever aspect of your life that brings this out in you. Really send a beautiful message of thanks. And what I'd like to mention at this time is that if you find that there's a situation or a current or something that you're dealing with currently that is influencing or affecting your ability to be kind either to yourself or to others, that you always have the option to call upon the angel of mercy to heal this, and to ask out loud for the angel, for her to heal this part of your life, and to really ask her to heal the underlying or root causes. And by saying it out loud, and maybe not necessarily have to be super out loud, but by making your voice audible, you're really creating like the vibration within your throat, in this communication, in this center for communication, this chakra, as well as in your heart and throughout your body. And you can also make it very much a mantra, like a metta mantra, and just keep repeating it. Call upon the angel of mercy to heal, or to bring resolution, to open my heart, to increase my financial abundance. But I would recommend that you really ask that your heart be healed, or the root cause or original wounding be healed, so that you're free and that your heart is free as well. And if any of you have the book, The Medical Medium, or are able to access the information online from Anthony William, he is the one that lists out all of the angels that are available. It is he who has said that she is the most powerful, and he also gives a list of other angels who can also specifically address areas or aspects of our lives. There's sort of a list that communicates really pretty clearly whom to call on based on what your situation or circumstance is. So I recommend, if you can, to get that book. It's also a great resource with lots of information for taking great care of our bodies through herbs and food and fruits and vegetables, etc. So with that, I'd like for you to take now another couple of minutes, and I would like for you to recognize through me how grateful I am to each of you for who you are and for the light that you are, for the love that you are, and for the love and light that you bring to this earth. And I'd like for you just to receive an expression, a light blast of love now, and let yourselves feel and soak this in into every part of your body as it comes in through your heart and flows out through the rest of your being. And in closing for today's session, I'd like for you to also see if you can recognize or notice how much of your day is spent being kind. And so today, and hopefully throughout the week, take the time to really be kind to yourself, be kind to those around you, and give everyone that you can today a great big hug of a beautiful hug that not only expresses that kindness, but the grace and the appreciation you have for everyone in your life. So I wish you a great Sunday and a great week, and I thank you for joining me, and I will see you next time.